Everybody, welcome back to Dolphin Stadium here in Gulf Breeze. I'm Robert Smith, along with Billy Roberts, bringing you the live play-by-play action of tonight's Pace Patriot and Gulf Breeze Dolphin game, where Pace leads it 23-7 here at halftime. We'd like to remind you of some upcoming game next weekend that will be televised here on Santa Rosa's own Channel 12. Next week will be the Gulf Breeze Dolphin and the W.S. Neal Golden Eagles from East Brewton, Alabama. And the cameras will be there next week, and you can see that game on Saturday and Sunday of next week. We have with us, Billy, Randy Rosdick, who has kept our first half statistics for us. And Randy, if you would, how about sharing those with us between Gulf Breeze and Pace?
Thank you, Robert. Quarterback for the Gulf Breeze Dolphins, Roundtree, he was 5 of 12 tonight in the first half for 53 yards. Running back Ferris, he had 10 yards on one carry. And running back Miller, he had 5 carries for 104 yards. When highlight of the first half for the Gulf Breeze Dolphins was his 74-yard run for a touchdown. Number 22, Alarami, he had 5 yards on 2 receptions. And number 85, Sullivan, he had 1 reception for 5 yards. Number 21, the other Alarami, he had 21 yards on 2 receptions. The Gulf Breeze Dolphins had a total of 4 possessions in the first half, 5 first downs, 224 yards total offense. For the Pace Patriots in the first half, Johnson, he was 6 of 9 for 136 yards passing, no yards running, as was Roundtree tonight also. Running backs for Pace, number 33, Jerry Hughes, he had 84 yards on 6 carries and 5 receptions. Number 25, Knowles, he's having a good night also. He was 88 yards on 14 carries. Buchanan, number 5, he only has 2 receptions tonight in the first half for 16 yards. Number 16, Dampson, he's got 2 receptions for 21 yards. And Strength, he has 1 reception for 8 yards. The Pace Patriots have a total of 6 possessions in the first half. They had a total of 10 first downs, 325 yards of total offense, and their first half probably was highlighted by number 22, Dusty Swibes, 60-yard kickoff run back. Back to you, Robert.
Well, thank you very much, Randy Rosdick, who's keeping our statistics for tonight's game. We're about to get the second half underway. Jimmy Honeycutt for the Patriots has the ball down on his 40-yard line. Back deep to receive for the Dolphins is Joe Sullivan on his own goal line. Honeycutt's kick is a little short. Sullivan picks it up on the 10. Cuts back to the near side. He's to the 20, the 25. Across the 30 to about the 31.
Sullivan tackled by Tony Bowers, number 23. Also, B.J. Springton on that tackle, Robert.
Invite everyone to join us every Saturday and Sunday through the fall as we will be bringing you Santa Rosa County football, the Dolphins and the Patriots. Each weekend we'll be featuring one of those 2 teams throughout this year's football season right here on Santa Rosa's own Channel 12. Roundtree drops back, plenty of time, throws long for Sullivan. Sullivan has it at midfield, tried to elude a couple of Patriot tacklers, but was unable to do so. But they pick up about 20 yards.
That was a nice comeback route on that. B.J. Savage and Jeremy Godfrey read it, but not after Sullivan made the catch.
Roundtree on the money, though, on that one. Al-Harami, number 21, Ali Al-Harami, comes to the near side. Sullivan far to the left side. Al-Harami here to the near side on the right. Miller in motion. The ball goes to number 15, Jack Parrish, the fullback. Gets maybe about a yard on the play, but no more.
The fullback run that time into Chris Wallace, number 58. And running into Wallace is like running into a brick wall. You're not going to move him backwards.
So he picks up about 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Al-Harami to the near side again. Sullivan to the far side. Parrish is at fullback. Copeland and Miller are in the backfield. Pass goes to Al-Harami. out at the 40-yard line. He's out of bounds at the Patriot 37.
Shabby hit him, and Alarimi, being the athlete he is, ran for another few yards, and he's finally run out of bounds by Avery.
10:44 remaining in the third period. Pace leads it 23-7. Seeing some of the Patriot faithful fans here on the TV tonight. First down and 10 from the 37. Ball goes to Parrish over the left side. Parrish across the line of scrimmage inside the 35 to about the 33.
Flight number 44, Godfrey, in on that tackle for the Patriots.
Second down and 5. Pick up a 5 on that play. 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pace leads it 23-7. Gulf Breeze mounting a sustained drive that began back on their own 20-yard line. Copeland and Miller in the backfield. Ball goes to Parrish. He crosses right the side of the line, inside the 20, inside the 15. A quick little trap.
There's a quick trap up the middle, and Ferris made a good move, and Godfrey finally brought him down at about the 10-yard line, maybe the 12. Gulf Breeze is mixing it up pretty well. They're getting 2 slot backs this time and only having 1 setback.
First half we showed you the sidelines of the Dolphins. Here in the second half we'll be showing you some of the Patriots. There you see the Patriot cheerleaders over behind the Patriot line, bench over there across the field from us. Dropping back is Raintree, and his pass is deflected.
They had 2 men in motion that time, Robert, and they're going to get a penalty called on it.
Roundtree a little slow to get up there. He was hit about the time he released the football.
Both the wingbacks that time wanted to go in motion, and the officials saw it, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Roundtree still holding his right arm and limping a bit. He was hit pretty hard there on that sack just as he released the football. Got a strong wind in the second half, Billy, coming out of the, let's talk about the northeast. And Gulf Breeze in the third quarter, that means they will pretty much have the wind to their face.
Yeah, they're beginning to open it up a little bit and going back to those receivers that they were pretty successful in the second quarter.
First down and 15 after the 5-yard penalty. Roundtree shoots quickly for Al-Harimi. He has it, but picks up about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Avery quick in on that tackle, but not before Roundtree completes it to Al-Harimi.
Clock is running with 9:19 remaining in the third quarter. It'll be second down and about, looks like about 8. Sullivan sent wide to the left side. Roundtree gives the ball to Parrish. Parrish in the backfield, but managed to get away inside the 10 down to about the 6-yard line.
Scheibe grabbed an ankle that time to help bring Ferris down. He still takes it inside the 10-yard line, and Robert Gulf Breeze is driving down the field.
Timeout is called by the Patriots to sort of get things together on the defensive unit.
Coach Smith is going to make some kind of adjustment here because Gulf Breeze is doing just about what they want to.
We have 8 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Pace leads at 23-7, and there is a timeout on the field. And while there is a timeout, we'll also take a quick pause. To Dolphin Stadium, where Gulf Breeze has the ball, third down and 5 from the Patriot 8-yard line. Roundtree at quarterback. He's gone the distance tonight. Shoots for Sullivan over in the corner. Beautiful defensive job.
26, Stephen Farkas
26.
made the defensive play for the Patriots.
He played that one perfect.
It's good that the Patriots get the Dolphins in this fourth down situation.
So the Patriots will try to settle for 3 here with 8:33 remaining in the third quarter. Reeder kicks up, Kick is good, and we have a 23-10 ball game in favor of the Patriots.
Robert, the Dolphins come out with 3 points that time, but I think the Patriots also scored a little bit too by holding them from a touchdown.
We'll be back in just a moment. Well, the Patriots have been unable to hold the Dolphins on that first drive of their possession here in the second half, and Gulf Breeze comes up with 3 points to show for it, and we now have a 13-point ball game with 8:29 remaining. Pace holds a 23-10 advantage. B.J. Savage is back deep to receive for the Patriots on his own 5-yard line. Reeder kicks the ball off. Pace fields it at about the 20-yard line. That was number 25, Adam Knowles, with the ball. Knowles is stopped at about the Patriot 33, where Pace will put the ball in play, 1st and 10.
Looks like number 64 that time, Daniel Davis, was in on the tackle, along with number 56, Carlos Perez.
No, I thought that was Frank Lay on TV there for a moment. But it wasn't. I'm sorry there, Frank. I apologize. I thought that was a good-looking rascal to be Frank.
He wears
Lay.
that kind of hat, don't he?
Yeah.
Adam Knowles fighting for yardage across the 40-yard line.
You're welcome. .7:58 remaining in the third quarter. Pace moving the ball now with 2nd down and about 3 yards to go, just across their own 40.
Patriots picking up a 1st down. Gerald Hughes that time on the carry.
Picks up the 1st down, so it's 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 44. Nat Johnson, the quarterback, fakes a handoff, shoots over the middle for Hughes. Hughes down to the Dolphin 26-yard line.
Gerald Hughes that time made a outstanding jump and made a one-handed catch on the ball. Instead of going out in the flats that time, he come right up the middle. And the Dolphins just aren't picking him up coming out of the backfield, Robert.
Pitch out this time to Hughes over the right side. Hughes inside the 20, down to the 15. Well, in the first half, we saw Adam Knowles running the ball over that right side, Billy. And here in the second half, we come back, it's Gerald Hughes, the fullback.
Sean Roberts in on the tackle that time, number 42 for Gulf Breeze. And the Dolphins take a timeout.
We have 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pace leads at 23-10. We're at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze, where we'll be back in just a moment. Between two inter-Santa Rosa County rivalries, the Patriots of Pace and the Dolphins of Gulf Breeze. And we have 6 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the third quarter, where the Patriots are moving the ball 1st and 10 at the Gulf Breeze 16-yard line. Coming to the near side is Jerry Damson for the Patriots. Ball goes to Knowles. Knowles fights his way inside the 5 down to about the 1-yard line.
Adam Knowles keeping those legs moving, and he's driving down to about the 2-yard line. He's running hard for the Patriots tonight.
Both Knowles and Gerald Hughes have had an outstanding night.
Both of those guys are workhorse for the Patriots tonight.
1st and goal. Johnson down under. Gives the ball to Knowles, and Knowles is in to score. with 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Knowles went right over the left tackle that time and just took it in for the Patriots.
Pace extends its lead to 29-10. Jimmy Honeycutt will be coming in to try to tack on one more.
Patriots are going to
And
take a timeout, Robert.
Patriots call a timeout.
A little bit confused there.
Six minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the half, and Coach Mickey Lindsay goes out on the field.
Coach Lindsay might have been thinking about going for two that time. Could have been the confusion
might
over
have.
there.
6:34 remaining in the third quarter. Pace leads it 29-10.
A lot of people thought this ball game was going to be kind of boring.
Patriots decide to go for two,
Oh,
and they
wow.
try a reverse, and it's good for 2 points. Pass from B.J. Strength to, who was the receiver there? Billy, did you pick up the
16,
receiver?
Damson.
Danson. So Johnson handed the ball off to Strength, and he rolls to his right and passes into the end zone. Pace has a 31-10 lead now. We're in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Although the score would seem that it's somewhat lopsided, really it hasn't been a real runaway by the Patriots. They've fought for everything they've gotten. They have been able to control the football, and that's been the key so far tonight.
That's right. The Dolphins have drove down using a lot of their skills, and the points just don't reflect it on the Dolphins side.
And they had to try for 2 attempted field goals, one of which was good. Back deep to receive for the Dolphins, Joe Sullivan. Honeycutt kicking off for the Patriots. There's his kick, hits on about the 20. Sullivan picks it up at the 10, he's to the 15, the 20. Just buckles down and tries to dive forward, and he gets up to about the 28-yard line.
Sullivan and Savage collide that time. They're trying to see who can outstrength the other one.
So it's 1st and 10 for Gulf Breeze at their own 28-yard line. Just under 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Al-Harimi comes to the near side, Sullivan to the far side. Roundtree at quarterback. In motion is Miller. Miller gets the ball around the left end. 35, the 40. He broke one for 73 yards a little earlier.
Same
and he's
play,
gone
Robert.
again. Nobody can catch him.
71 yards.
Last one was 73, and this one's 71.
Exactly. That was the same play, too. He had Miller going in motion, and Roundtree handed off to him, and the Pace defense didn't react, and he shot outside.
6 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and Gulf Breeze strikes back to make it 31-16 in favor of Pace.
Miller has some pretty good speed when he turns that curve out there. Can't anybody catch him?
Reeder in to attempt the extra point. Sullivan is holding. Reeder's kick is up. It's good. We have a 31-17 ball game with 6:14 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back in a moment. So 175 yards rushing tonight on 13 carries. And on 6 carries. Okay. 175 yards on 6 carries, and all but 13 of those yards came on 2 carries. So he's had quite a night. Well, it's a touchback, so the Patriots will bring it out to the 20-yard line where they'll put the ball in play, 1st and 10. Patriots lead it 31-17 with 6:14 remaining in the third quarter. Coming to the near side is Jared Damson. To the far side is Willie Buchanan. Johnson drops back, shoots long,
There's Hughes again over the middle.
and has his fullback open again.
Gerald Hughes, Robert, there, that same pass they completed a while ago over the middle, and there's penalty flags on the play.
Declined by the Patriots, so it'll be first down, Pace, at their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins had roughing the passer that time, and the Patriots are going to decline. Instead of sending Hughes out in the flats, they're sending him down the middle of the field.
The Pace has had a lot of success with that pass play, just as Gulf Breeze has had success with the motion play with Miller.
Exactly, and Johnson's nailing them.
Pumps, throws, and that's
Hughes
again over on the far side. And pickup of about 7 or 8 yards on that one, Billy.
Gerald Hughes has become a good receiver for the Patriots tonight, and Nat Johnson is loving going to him.
31-17, Pace leads it with 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We're at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. Second down and about 3. Johnson gives the ball this time to Knowles. Knowles is across the 40, inside the 35 to the 33.
You get Johnson throwing out to Hughes, and then all of a sudden you hand off to Adam Knowles, and there he runs it right down your throat. So, the Patriots are moving the ball at will.
First down at the Dolphin 33. 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Pace leads it 31-17. Willie Buchanan comes to the near side. Damson to the far side. I formation backfield. Ball goes to Jared Hughes. Across the 30 to the 26.
55 for the Dolphins that time. Mark De La Vega made the tackle.
I'd like to remind you once again to join us next weekend, as Channel 12 will be bringing you the Gulf Breeze Dolphins for the third consecutive week, traveling up to East Bruton, Alabama, as the Dolphins take on the W.S. Neal Eagles, a real powerhouse from the state of Alabama. Hughes again, this time over left tackle, across the 20, inside the 15 to the 13.
25, Jason McKee, and 30, Jason Launder made the tackle, stopping Hughes.
Pace will be having their first home game next week against Williamson of Mobile. So both of these two teams next week will not be in Alabama. Will be playing Alabama ball clubs. Buchanan sent wide to the right side. To the near side is Dempson. I formation backfield. Johnson at quarterback on 1st and 10. Gives to Buchanan around the near side. Looked like he was going to have some good running room, but that was a good open field tackle made by number 15. That's Jack Parrish.
That was a beautiful reverse, Robert, but Jack Ferris did his job. He stayed at home and made a beautiful open field tackle.
3:37 remaining in the third quarter.
This is that guy that's been doing that fullbacking for the Dolphins on offense. He's going both ways.
Clock continues to run with 3:25 remaining as second down and 9 for Pace. Damson sent wide to the right side. Buchanan to the near side. The ball goes to number 25, Adam Knowles. Over the right side. Ball down to about the 5-yard line.
Number 11, Haney, got his hands on Adams' ankles. But number 12, I think, Roundtree, or I'm sorry, number 42, Robert, made the tackle.
Third down and 4 for Pace. Pitch out this time to the big fullback, Jera Hughes. Hughes is down to about the 3 or 4 yard line.
Jeremy Copeland, number 40, defense in that play.
So it brings up fourth down, Billy, and they've got about a yard to go. And the Patriots will be going for the first down. Nampson to the near side. Buchanan to the far side. Ball goes again to Jarrah Hughes. I believe he has the first down inside the 2-yard line.
Backing up one play, Robert, that was number 48, Brad Hubbard, that made that tackle from behind for the Dolphins. Number 48, Brad Hubbard.
So the Patriots have a first and goal at about the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Coach Lindsey either going to hand it off to Hughes or Knowles. Both of them have been running hard on this drive.
31-17 in favor of Pace, and they're trying to add 7 more quickly. I formation. 2 wide outs to the right side. Adams is in to score.
Adam
Knowles, rather.
Right tackle.
Adam Knowles. Right over right tackle.
We'll call him whatever he wants to be called tonight. This boy's been running hard. I guarantee you both of them have. They've been plowing into the Dolphin defense.
Minute 56 seconds remaining. In the third quarter, it's 37-17 Patriots. Honeycutt will be in to attempt the point after. There's the snap. Bad snap. Johnson keeps it, tries to throw it in the end zone, and he does so for a 2-point conversion. Was that to
Jarrah Hughes?
Jarrah
Number
Hughes.
33 again.
So it's 39-17 in favor of the Patriots with a minute 56 remaining. We'll be back in a moment. Billy Roberts here at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze tonight. The annual encounter between the Pace Patriots and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins, and right now it's all Patriots, 39-17. We still have a minute 56 to go in the third quarter. Honeycutt approaches the ball. Kick, it's deep. Sullivan brings it in on the 1. Sullivan to the 10. Goes across the way to the 15. Gets out across the 20 to about the 21-yard line, and there they'll put it in play, first and 10.
You got penalties on the play again over here. Sullivan running hard. That boy don't run.
Against the Patriots for face mask. I don't know if it's a major penalty or the incidental penalty, but either way it'll move the ball down to the Pace end of the field. It's a major penalty, Billy.
That will help Gulf Breeze some. But like we talked about earlier, Robert, the Gulf Breeze is having a lot of players going both ways and putting fresh players in there for the Patriots. It's going to be telling on them here.
Ball's on the 37-yard line. Dolphins with the ball, first and 10. Miller's in motion to the near side. Ball goes to Parrish. Over right tackle, out across the 40 to about the 43. Yeah, I said it was Parrish, but it's number 33 for the Dolphins. And that is Robert Effler. Well, the wind's blowing through the press box here. It's hard to keep all my papers intact. A minute, 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's Miller trying to go to the far side. Finally wrestled down and out of bounds at about the 43-yard line over across the way.
Miller scored twice on that same play, but that time the Pace defense, I imagine they were probably looking for it, and they read it and strung it out all the way to the sidelines. Miller may have lost a couple yards on that play, Robert.
He's certainly been their workhorse tonight. 32, Jimmy Cleary checks in. Number 33, Robert Effler comes out for the Dolphins. Al-Harimi comes to the near side. Sullivan to the far side. Third down. Dropping back and thrown for a loss. And we're going to have a flag on the play. It was a fumble, but we have a couple flags. Roundtree was thrown for about a 11-yard loss. holding against the Dolphins, and I'm sure that penalty will be declined.
Yes. Brad McLaughlin, number 65, exploded off the line and went back and hit Roundtree. And here the Patriots are in good field position
Right,
again.
excellent. And also, Reeder is going to have the wind to his face when he kicks, so he'll be kicking into a pretty gusty wind.
No, Robert, it's going to be a first down for the Patriots. It was a fumble.
Okay, it was a fumble there. Okay, well, Pace got it. So they won't have to kick into this strong wind we were talking about. You can see the wind coming out of the northeast here at Dolphin Stadium.
Feels good to me, Robert. I'm telling you, it's hot
Feels
up
real
there.
good, doesn't it? So after a fumble on a sack, the Patriots have it 1st and 10 at the Gulf Breeze 27-yard line. Johnson drops back, shoots over the middle for Buchanan, and he has it at about the 15, and maybe his motion took him down to about the 12-yard line, Billy.
That was a good pass by Nat Johnson, and also Buchanan again made a good stretch catch there.
I'm sure that here as we narrow down to the end of the third quarter, we'll start seeing some substitutes coming in the fourth quarter for the Patriots. It's 24 seconds remaining, clock is running. It's 1st down and 10 from about the 12-yard line. Jarrah Hughes goes in, standing up. And
Was a
so
quick
now,
opener.
I beg your pardon?
That was a quick opener for the Patriots,
Yeah.
and Jarrah Hughes just took it right on in.
That runs it to 45-17 in favor of Pace with 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Honeycutt will go in to attempt another point after. Just a few moments ago, after a Patriot touchdown, a bad snap from center, Johnson threw the ball into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Honeycutt will be trying an extra point this time. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good, and Pace has a 46-17 lead. We'll be back in a moment.
Very few car
Patriot Stadium in Gulf Breeze, where we have 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and Pace leads 46-17. Honeycutt to kick off for Pace. Kick is deep. Fielded by Sullivan at the 10. He drops the ball, picks it up at the 12. Across the far side, out to the 20, across the 20 to about the 24 or 25-yard line.
23, Tony Bowers that time made the open field tackle on Sullivan.
I believe, Billy, we see some fresh white jerseys coming in for the Patriots in the back, defensive backs.
Coach Lindsey's making some substitutions over there, giving these young guys a chance to play.
We have time for one more quick snap here in the third quarter. Draws to an end. Roundtree drops back, shoots. Has Al-Harami down to about the 30-yard line. And that'll end the third quarter of play, Billy, with the Patriots leading 46-17.
Dusty Shelby made a good tackle that time. He played off about 10 yards, and he closed in real fast.
Well, we're about to get underway with a very final period of play, and Pace is leading at 46-17 on a beautiful Friday night, and so far we have been able to evade any rain that was in the forecast.
Couple of updated yard statistics we got here. Jarrah Hughes has 231 total yards. 81 of those are rushing, 150 catching. Knowles has 148 yards rushing, so him and Jarrah Hughes are just about sharing the stats right there for the Patriots. Johnson's 9 of 12 for 202 yards.
And on the Patriot side, David Miller has been the big,
Dolphins. Yes.
I mean for the Dolphins. What did I say?
Patriots.
Patriots. Okay.
It's all right. We've said Patriots a lot tonight. That's right. David Miller, he's got about 173 yards, and like Robert said a while ago, 2 of those were very long, 73 and 71.
So the Patriots put the ball in play 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line now as we begin the fourth quarter of the ball game. It'll be 2nd down and about 5. Roundtree has Miller in motion to the near side. Drops back into the pocket. Gives the ball on a draw play to Parrish. Parrish is out across 35 of the 40. Parrish is still on his feet across midfield down to the Patriot 43.
Parrish made a good run. He's going both ways for the Dolphins, but he looked like he had some a burst of spirit that time.
So it'll be 1st down Dolphins at the Patriots 44-yard line. Reminding you that we will be bringing you the Dolphins again next week here on Channel 12 from East Bruton, Alabama, as the Dolphins take on the W.S. Neal Eagles. Roundtree drops back quickly, shoots for Sullivan, almost picked off.
Number 42 that time, the outside linebacker, Nick Saba, he got a hand on it, and just a little bit, Robert Heater had 6 for the Patriots.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Gulf Breeze. With a victory tonight, Pace will go to 2 wins and a loss. The Dolphins will go to 1 win and 2 losses. Neither team has yet played in their district. Pace will play in district 2 weeks from tonight over in Mariana. To Miller. Miller again breaks it over the right side, and one man left to get him, or he would have been gone.
That was a saving tackle by Peyton Sumner. If not, like you said, Miller would have been down the field.
Near a 1st down, but he's going to be a little short, I believe.
Well, the Dolphins played Crestview last week, and they played almost to a tie at halftime. Was that right?
It was tied up 7-7 at halftime.
Gulf Breeze is running a little bit of the Crestview offense.
3rd down and about a yard. Copeland is now checked in at number 40 in the backfield. Dropping back is Roundtree. Shoots long for Sullivan. Sullivan is open, has it at the 10.
Very, very nice catch by number 85, Sullivan.
They called that exact same play in the last series. And if you recall, Sullivan bobbled it in the air when he jumped and couldn't hold on to it, but he had it that time.
Defending that time was Steven Farkas, and Sullivan has some height on him, and he just went up and got it. And the saving tackle by Peyton Sumner.
1st down
Dolphins
and goal at the 9-yard line.
They don't give up.
No. They're exciting to watch. Roundtree puts Copeland in motion, gives the ball to Parrish. Parrish doesn't get any running room at all over that right side.
The defensive front that time for the Patriots just slammed the door that time on number 15.
58, Chris Wallace on the bottom of the pile for the Patriots. Clock is running. We have right at 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Pace leads Gulf Breeze 46-17.
Number 50, Daniel Yale, was also in on that tackle. Haven't called his name very much tonight, but he's been on in a lot of plays.
Brad McLaughlin, number 65 for Pace, has been in on a lot of tackles on the line.
Along with Owens.
Yeah. Miller in motion to the right. Pitch out to Parrish. Parrish cuts back to his left. Down to about the 6.
Patriots strung it out that time, and Parrish cut back across the grain, and there was Yale. Also the inside linebacker, Adam Atkinson.
Chris Williams, number 51, is in on inside linebacker also for the Patriots tonight. That'll be 3rd down at the 5-yard line. Roundtree shoots for Al-Harami, and he has a touchdown. That was nothing but just athletic ability there on the part of Al-Harami.
Al-Harami, and I guarantee you he just made a fantastic catch. So Roundtree put it right there on the numbers for him.
So we have an offensive shootout tonight. It's 46-23 now in favor of Pace, with 9 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the ball game. And I'm sure the Dolphins will be going for 2. Parrish checks out. Miller and Al-Harami in the backfield. Dropping back is Roundtree. Pumps and doesn't get a second chance.
Big 65, Brad McLaughlin, in on the tackle.
46-23, Pace is leading it with 9:02 remaining in the ball game. We'll be back in a moment. Just don't give up. 9:02 remaining in the ball game, and it's 46-23 Patriots. And I'm sure we can look for an onside kick here. Reeder has the ball down on his own 40. Coach Lindsay of the Patriots have put some good hands people up front, anticipating the onside kick. Here's Reeder's boot. Well, he kicks it deep into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10, Pace from their own 20. Checking to see, Billy, if we see any new faces on the offense for the Patriots here in this series. Johnson is still at quarterback.
Looks like number 86 is in for the Patriots, Craig Docinzi.
Backfield. Ball goes to Knowles. Knowles over the left side, out across the 30 to about the 35, and that's about a 15-yard pickup.
Knowles dragging number 11, Tanner Haney, dragging for about 10 yards. I'll tell you, those two running backs for Pace have really run the ball very hard tonight. Coach Lindsay's got to be proud of them.
Coming to the near side is Delcini. Ball goes to number 33, the big fullback, Jarrah Hughes.
I think it's 88, Aaron Lumpkin, Robert. I thought it was 86, but it's 88.
Oh, is that right? 88?
Yeah, Aaron
okay.
Lumpkin.
Jarrah Hughes is a 5'11", 195-pound fullback junior, so Coach Lindsay of Pace will have Jarrah Hughes back again next year.
Lumpkin is 5'7", 130 pounds.
Over the left side this time to Knowles. Knowles is out across the 40 to near the first down marker at the 45. Looks like he might be about a half yard short, Billy. That's a good shot. There we go. Coming to the near side is Jerry Damson along with Willie Buchanan. I formation in the backfield. Ball goes to Knowles again. Knowles has the Patriot first down out at the 47.
On the tackle that time, we like number 68, Chris Frequest.
Clock is running with 7:20 remaining in the ball game. Pace leads it 46-23. Clock is running with 7:10 remaining. Ball this time goes to Hughes over the left tackle. He's across midfield to about the 44-yard line of the Dolphins. 6:53 remaining in the game.
Hayner and Kostick on the tackle that time for the Dolphins. Also number 69, David
second
Crawley.
down and about 2 to go for the Patriots. Willie Buchanan comes to the near side. We have 6:30 now showing on the clock remaining in the ball game. Pace leads it 46-23. Johnson drops back deep. Shoots for Hughes at the 40. Hughes to the 35. Hughes inside the 30 to the 29. That will stop the clock with a first down. 6:17 showing.
Haney and Lowry in on the tackle for the Dolphins. Out comes David Crawley.
We have a timeout down on the field for the officials.
And we have our 6-minute water break.
Pardon?
And we have our 6-minute water break.
So with there's timeout on the field, officials called the timeout due to the rules of a water break for the players. So while there is a brief timeout down on the field, we'll take a pause also.
I'm Jim Williamson.
First and 10 pace at the Gulf Breeze 30-yard line. But just as the Patriots broke out of the huddle after the official timeout, we have a penalty on the play, and I believe we're going to have a false start on the part of the offense. So that's going to make it first down and 15 from the Gulf Breeze 35. Willie Buchanan to the left side. Johnson dropping back, being pursued, shoots for Buchanan to 35, the 25, the 20, down inside the 15, still on his feet, down to about the 9-yard line. So with 5:43 remaining, Buchanan. About a 25-yard pass play from Nat Johnson.
Johnson was hit almost at the time he released the ball, and Buchanan made a catch. Made a good run after he caught the ball.
Jared Damson to the near side, Buchanan to the far side. Ball goes to Hughes over right tackle. There is a flag on the play. Hughes inside the 5-yard line. Holding on the part of the Patriots. That'll bring it back. Five and a half minutes remaining, 5:27 to be exact, in the ball game. Pace leading 46-23. It'll still be first down, Patriots. But it'll be first and about, well, will it be first and goal? Let's see. First and goal. Yeah, first and goal from the 16-yard line. New quarterback in for the Patriots. That's Brandon Robertson. Coach Lindsey
new fullback
sends in
that
some
time,
new
Robert,
guys.
24.
David Nicholson. Brandon Robertson in at quarterback now for the Patriots with 4:50 remaining in the ball game. Pace sending in several fresh players now as they have a 46-23 lead over the Dolphins, taking plenty of time in the huddle. Number 86, Greg DeCindy, far to the left side. To the near side is Eric Lumpkin. Was that number 24, David Nicholson, the ball carrier? On a third down and about 16 now, with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Lowry in on that tackle for the Dolphins.
Clock is running with less than 4 minutes remaining now. Be sure to join us at the end of the game tonight, as we will be bringing you all the statistics of tonight's contest between the Patriots and the Dolphins. I believe we're going to have a delay of game against the Patriots on this one because it took them a long time to get the play and get back up to the line of scrimmage, and that's the call, delay of game. And that's because so many new faces in it on the offense, Billy, and they are just trying to get the plays in from the bench.
That's right. They're all excited, and the new players moving in that Coach Lindsey put in there.
So that's going to be third down and goal to go from the 20. Lumpkin sent wide left. Robertson at quarterback. Robertson hands off to Nicholson. Over left tackle, Nicholson down inside the 15 to about the 14. That'll bring up 4th down and goal to go from the 14-yard line.
See number 55 in there, Charles Clark, new offensive lineman for the Patriots.
No one's calling a timeout. The clock is running down now to 3:15 remaining.
Number 80, Bobby Stewart's in there also for the Patriots, new faces.
It's 4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. And if anything, do you think you'll see Robertson throw for the end zone, Billy, or will Coach
They
Lindsey
probably
just
will.
run the ball?
Coach Lindsey probably go ahead and just air it out for him, let him see what he can do.
Robertson gives the ball again to his running back. Over left tackle. They're just wanting the clock to run. So the ball will go to Guff Breeze on downs with 2:45 remaining in the contest. Pace with a 46-23 lead. Santa Rosa County High School football is yours each weekend this fall on Santa Rosa's own Channel 12. Next week, we'll be traveling up to East Bruton, Alabama to feature the Guff Breeze Dolphins and the W.S. Neal Eagles in East Bruton. And that game can be seen on Channel 12 next Saturday morning at 10 a.m., Saturday night at 6, and Sunday night at 6. Dolphins back on offense from their own 12-yard line. Coming around to the near side is Al-Harami to the 20, the 25, the 30. Finally out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Run out
The
of bounds
Dolphins
by
just
22
never-
shabby.
They just don't give up, Billy.
No, they don't. They started out with the man in motion, Miller, and he handed off to Al-Arani coming around on a double reverse, and that's a pretty good looking play.
1st and 10, Guff Breeze from their own 40.
Al-Arani
2:35
played a good game. He's going both ways, and he's
remaining.
He's still going hard.
Sullivan to the near side, Al-Arami to the far side. And Sullivan moved on the left end. The wide receiver moved, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Just over 2.5 minutes remaining. That'll make it 2nd down and 15 from the Guff Breeze 35-yard line. 46-23, pace is leading, less than 2.5 minutes remaining. Roundtree at quarterback. This time, his back moves. Number 33, Robert Effler. And so that's 5 more yards as the Dolphins sort of shoot themselves in the foot on a couple of offensive plays there. They have to get to midfield for the 1st down, and the ball is resting on the 30. The Patriots will be playing at home next Friday night, so you folks in the Pace area, be sure to go out and support the Patriots as they will be entertaining Williamson High School of Mobile. Roundtree shoots long for Sullivan, and it's out of bounds. He was being covered by
26.
Stephen Farkas,
Stephen Farkas.
and I don't see his height, but he's a relatively short guy compared to Sullivan. Sullivan is not really tall. He's 5'8".
Farkas is 5'5", so he's got a little bit of height there.
A little bit there. Sullivan just looks taller than 5'8".
He does. I believe he is. Or either he stretches a lot. He gets up there.
2nd down and 20 from their own 30. Roundtree drops back, shoots for number 82 was his receiver, Scott Brotherton. But he was covered. So it'll be 3rd down and 20.
Jeremiah Avery defending on the play.
The Patriots will begin have their first district game 2 weeks from tonight against Mariana. And I'm not sure about Guff Breeze. Let's see on their schedule. They'll be playing Walton County 2 weeks from tonight. They don't have a district game until Woodham on October 25th. Roundtree drops back, and he is wrapped up by number 58, Chris Wallace.
No one touched Wallace that time. He had a straight shot. Roundtree, I don't think even saw him coming.
The Dolphins don't have a district game until October 25th, but their last 4 games of the season are all district games. October 25th at Woodham, playing here in Gulf Breeze and Pine Forest over in Pensacola, Washington in Pensacola. They close out the season at home against the Milton Panthers. All are District 5A opponents for the Dolphins. Reeder kicks the ball away. Hits at about the Patriot 40. Takes a Gulf Breeze bounce inside the 25 to the 24. It's down by Jason Lounder of the Dolphins. So with 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining in the ball game, Gulf Breeze turns the ball over to Pace. Pace leads it 46-23. Brandon Robertson in at quarterback for the Patriots. 1 minute 33 remaining, 46-23. Ball goes to David Nicholson over the left side. Nicholson's out across the 30 to near the 35 and near a first down. That will stop the clock as the chain gang moves with 1 minute 26 remaining.
58, Jason Lowry made the tackle, along with Jack Paris.
First and 10 Pace at their own 35-yard line. Eric Lumpkin sent to the near side. High formation backfield. Handoff goes to David Nicholson. Nicholson may have picked up a half yard. The main thing at this junction of the ball game is to let that clock run. They're down to now less than a minute remaining. Second down and about 9.5 for Pace. Good shot there of Brandon Robertson, quarterback for the Patriots. This time ball goes to Shane Cooper, number 34. And he's thrown for a loss back to about the 30. Clock is running now. We have about 34 seconds remaining.
Hubbard and Lowry made the tackle that time for the Dolphins.
We got 22 seconds remaining. I don't know if the Patriots will get another play off or not. Now less than 15 seconds. I don't know if they'll even snap the ball again. If they do, I'm sure Robertson will just fall on it. He turns around and looks at the clock. 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. And that's the ball game. And we come out with a 46-23. 46-23. The Patriots defeat the Gulf Breeze Dolphins tonight here at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. As the coaches met out on the field, head coach Mickey Lindsay of the Pace Patriots and Don Cobb, the head coach of the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. And there you see the coaches out on the field and the players coming out. 46-23. Pace walks away with it tonight. This annual intra-county contest between the Patriots and the Dolphins. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in Dolphin Stadium with our wrap-up and our closing statistics. Well, this is Robert Smith along with Billy Roberts and Randy Rosdick here at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze tonight, where we've just seen the Pace Patriots and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins put on another classic show. Tonight, it has been all offense by both teams. Pace ended up with a little over 500 yards, Randy, in total offense, and Gulf Breeze
508 total yards, Robert.
508, and Gulf Breeze had 370.
373.
So it was all offense here tonight. Billy, you've been following the Patriots for a number of years. What did you see tonight that may have been different from past years, or maybe some similarities?
Well, it looked like Coach Lindsay had opened up tonight with 2 running backs. Usually there was maybe one that really did an outstanding job, and the other one was a lead blocker or whatever. But both backs tonight, Gerald Hughes and Adam Knowles, they run with consistency. They run hard. They hit the defensive line, and they didn't stop. No one person could bring them down. They just ran the ball hard, and that opened up the pass for Coach Lindsay. He could run Gulf Breeze defense some for him, Robert.
On the Gulf Breeze side, Coach Donald Cobb would have had to have been pleased with the performance tonight of his running back, David Miller.
David Miller did an outstanding job on those, the wing back, when they brought him back behind the quarterback and handed off to him. He had 2 long carries for 71 and 73 yards, and he did an outstanding job on those.
Randy, on our statistics, can you give us a wrap-up on both teams? First of all, let's start with the Gulf Breeze Dolphins.
Thank you, Robert. On the Gulf Breeze side, Roundtree was 11 of 20 for about 53 yards. He had pretty good passing, but he had a lot of rushed attempts there, and that's what caused him so many incomplete passes. Ferris, he was 74 yards on 10 carries. They said Miller had a real good night. He had 182 yards on 8 carries. Of course, 2 of those was on those 2 long plays. Number 22, Al Ramey, he had 2 receptions for 5 yards. Sullivan, number 85, he had 4 receptions for 51 yards. 21, the other Al Ramey, he had 61 total yards on 11 receptions. The Dolphins had 8 possessions. They had 9 first downs, and as Robert said, he had 373 total yards of offense. For the Patriots tonight, Johnson had a real good night. He was 11 of 14. That's about 75% or a little better, about 80%. He had a real good night for 244 total yards. Hughes was 259 total yards, 15 carries, 9 receptions. Knowles, 172 yards on 24 carries. That's better than a 7-yard average. Buchanan, he was 53 yards on 4 receptions. Dampson was 24 yards on 3 receptions. The Patriots had 11 possessions, 17 first downs, and as we said, 508 yards of total offense. Good night.
Thank you, Randy Rosnick. We appreciate you keeping those stats for us tonight here at Dolphin Stadium in Gulf Breeze. I'd like to remind everyone that next week here on Santa Rosa's own Channel 12, you can see the Dolphins again, our 3rd consecutive week of bringing the Dolphins, as they'll be traveling up to East Bruton, Alabama to take on a very powerful W.S. Neal team, Billy, who is ranked in the top 5 in their class in the state of Alabama.
That's right. W.S. Neal they're loaded again this year, and Gulf Breeze better be ready when they go up there, because they're gonna play some hard football for them.
We invite you to join us for that game next Saturday and Sunday here on Channel 12. Meanwhile, Randy, the Pace Patriots will be at home for the first time this season. They'll be playing Williamson High School of Mobile. What do you know about that team?
I've heard they've got a real tough offense, got like a 300-pound fullback. He's tough. Going to be tough to stop on the defense. They're going to have their work cut out for them, that's for sure.
So you folks up in the Pace area, be sure to get out and support the Patriots next Friday night at Patriot Stadium. Kickoff time will be 7:30. You folks down on the peninsula and Gulf Breeze area, be sure to go up and support the Dolphins next week in Bruton. Well, this is
3 home games in a row, Robert.
For the Patriots. Okay. Robert Smith along with Billy Roberts and Randy Rosnick, and I'm sitting here at the same level with you guys. I said I better say that before you did.
Yeah,
right?
you did good, because it was coming.
So now I look as tall as you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No short jokes.
Sort of.
No short jokes, sort of. It's been our pleasure to bring you tonight's game between the Patriots of Pace and the Dolphins of Gulf Breeze. We look forward to having you join us again next week. Until then, so long, everyone, from Dolphin Stadium.